And welcome to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley. This afternoon, Video Production presents Battle for the Armory, presented by Little General Stores. The first game we have in the PEPSI division, a battle of undefeateds between Elkins, 4-0, and Greater Beckley, also 4-0. Along with Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, we think we're going to have a great game here this afternoon. As I mentioned just a second ago, both of these teams are undefeated. So for one, they're going to get their first loss, while the other is going to be able to get to 5-0 and give them a little momentum as we wound down the calendar year of 2021.
Yes, and Maris, this is a great matchup. Two undefeated teams, as you said, and Elkins was gracious enough to come in. They were a late ad, as one team had to scratch Liberty Raiders due to the COVID issues.
Yeah, so that's one thing, too, and I'm sure if you're Greater Beckley as a coach, you prepare to do what you do, but you also may have a certain angle or twist or wrinkle, rather, that you might put in when you're playing Liberty. And then they found out yesterday afternoon, as you mentioned, Eric, with the COVID issue, that Liberty not able to participate. So Elkins, and like you said, graciously on a last-second call, able to make the 2.5-hour trip to Beckley to take on Greater Beckley. And for Elkins, I think that would be, something that they were looking for to play a team. I mean, like a Greater Beckley, they're 4-0, as I mentioned. They've got a 66-43 win over Petersburg, a 64-49 win over Tucker County. They beat Liberty of Harriston 72-46 in their latest game, a real beatdown of Nicholas County 87-61.
Yeah, and they seem to put up a lot of points, but any class on paper, some people would say this may be a mismatch, but Greater Beckley comes in as the number one single A team, and they match up across the board with any division, any class of teams in West Virginia.
And one thing for sure, Greater Beckley, Eric, and their 4 wins, got quality wins. They got a big win over Mercer Christian, 78-51. But James Monroe, another highly touted team, and really a home game that I had an opportunity to watch on Video Productions, was really a big, huge 20-point, 94-74 win for Greater Beckley. Then they beat a very good Webster County team, 87-69, and they were able to squeak past Greenbrier East, 58-57.
And the two big things about the 2 wins sandwiched in between the 4 wins, you got James Monroe and Webster County. They're sectional, I'm probably saying sectional and regional foes. So
right.
You will see them later on down the line. And anytime you can beat Greenbrier East, who has a great program and great tradition there, and quality wins.
And just to add to what you said about beating James Monroe and Webster County, they are section and / regional opponents, also helps you in your seeding. And I know we're only talking about the 5th game of the season, but you never ever want to think not about your positioning to give you the best opportunity bracket-wise to reach the state tournament.
No, you're exactly right. I don't care. The 2 teams, James Monroe and Webster County, they're not going to lose a lot of games. So anytime you can win head-to-head and you get that seeding, you want all games to run through you or your home court or close to your home to make it to Charleston.
Well, we're going to take our first break as the teams are warming up in front of us. At the top of the hour, it'll be a battle between undefeateds, Elkins and Greater Beckley, as you are watching live streaming coverage of the Little General Battle for the Armory here on Video Productions.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us, New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us, New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Your first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
This one's for every sports fan who just spent the entire game explaining to someone the entire game. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. As the teams are warming up, we'll have a battle in this opening game. And, Eric, this is a great event that Little General put on. There's two divisions, the Pepsi division and the Burger King division. And, of course, in this upper division, or I guess when I say upper division, I should say the Pepsi division, because these are the games this afternoon, which is the game we're getting ready to have between two undefeated teams, Greater Beckley and Elkins, to be followed by at 4 o'clock between Princeton and Wyoming East. And then the night session will be the Burger King division, which will have the defending Class AAA champion Shady Spring Tigers taking on Cabell Midland. And then Beckley was scheduled to play Charleston Catholic, but COVID issues got Charleston Catholic, so it'll be Beckley against Huntington St. Joe. Yeah,
and all the games look to be great matchups. You have a lot of good local area teams that are good that we have a chance to call, but it's also good to see a lot of schools from around the state and to come to Beckley, which I think is the basketball mecca when it comes to basketball. I think of Beckley area.
And one of the things I was looking forward to Catholic and Beckley tonight, but unfortunately, as I mentioned, Catholic won't be able to make it because of COVID. So once again, kudos to St. Joe's last-minute substitution, and I got the call about 9:30 last night. So, it was like less than 24 hours that Huntington St. Joe's like, we'll lace them up and come to Beckley and see what we can do.
Yeah, you have to commend the teams and the coaches and the families that support these programs, But anytime you can get a game in against quality opponent, if you're a coach, you'll leap at the chance, which Elkins and Huntington St. Joe both did.
And, here's another thing, Eric. We talked about both of these teams being 4-0, and, of course, as everybody knows, the New Year's Eve on Friday, as we go in to the new calendar year in 2022, right off the bat, like going into next week, most of these teams will be a third of their season. So we're getting almost to the point to really – maybe you really know who these teams are and kind of settle into their identity.
Yeah, and that's the thing you want to do. You want to figure out what you have early in the season, your strengths and your weaknesses, and then once the calendar turns, the calendar year, you're focusing on the state tournament and how to make your team better and get better at your weaknesses that may be exposed by some of the early games.
And as far as Elkins is concerned, I was talking to one of their assistant coaches, and he had relayed to me this is the first time that Elkins had ever played here. So, it's a great opportunity. And as I take a look at Elkins' schedule with some of the teams they play, it's mainly in the central part or northern part of West Virginia by playing Lincoln out of Harrison County, North Marion, Fairmont, Robert C. Byrd, Preston, Grafton, etc. And those are really good teams, but they don't really get a chance to come down here to the southern part of the state to play the quality teams we have here.
Yeah, and, basketball for the most part is, running, jumping, shooting, making threes and all that, but the northern part plays a different style sometimes than the southern part and vice versa. So you just want to see how you match up with different teams in different regions.
And I think it's always good to play teams that you don't normally play, because you might, if you're fortunate enough to make the state tournament in any class, you might run into that team or a team similar, the same kind of style.
Yeah, you hear coaches share, a lot of stuff sometimes, and they go, well, if you're going to play this team in the state tournament, they play kind of like a Greater Beckley, if you're Elkins or Greater Beckley's coach, that someone would say they play sort of like Elkins. It's good barometer to play different teams.
Yeah, I definitely think it's a very big measuring stick for Elkins playing this Greater Beckley team here this afternoon.
Yeah, this team is definitely has its eye on the title. I think anything less for this program is, you don't like to say disappointing year, but when you're building a program, you want to feel the pain if you're not cutting the nets down in March.
Well, the thing with Greater Beckley, they've gotten close so many other years, and I would agree with what you said. I think it's championship and Class Single A or bust for Greater Beckley.
Yeah, exactly right. I think from every player to every coach on the team, if you would ask them, aside from one another, they would all say the ultimate goal was to be the state champion.
Well, both teams continuing to go through their warm-ups. We'll go ahead and take our second pregame break as you're watching live streaming coverage. Battle for the Armory being presented by Little General Stores here on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
That's right. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve it.
Hey, my name is Joseph, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A nuggets is they're so good every single time. You bite into that nugget, and it's just so crispy, but somehow juicy, that perfect balance. And then if you just grab a couple sauces, you're going to be in heaven.
Hey, I'm Chambray, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A's mac and cheese is how rich and cheesy it is. I just scoop the crispy top, and it's so good. It's so homey. It's like, wow, thank you. I needed that.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bartsdale Court. I'm Maris Lowry with Eric Thomas here this afternoon. The first of 4 games this afternoon, this evening, and tonight here in the Battle for the Armory presented by Little General. It'll be Elkins 4-0 taking on Greater Beckley 4-0 to get it started. And while they get ready to play the anthem, we'll take a break. You're watching live streaming coverage of high school basketball here on Video Productions.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Motley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces. It's like catching snowflakes on your tongue, and it just feels like the holiday season has begun.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A peppermint chip milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. It tastes like it's just the top of the line peppermint. For me, no milkshake is topping the peppermint chip milkshake.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bank@city.
And welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Bartsdale Court, getting you ready for the opening ball game between 4-0 Elkins and 4-0 Greater Beckley. Elkins will be the visiting team on the scoreboard, and for their starting lineup, here's Eric.
Okay, Elkins will go like this. They'll go with Max Jackson, Corey Harper, Tanner Miller, Jaden Shreve, and Malachi Watson rounds out the starting 5.
And for Greater Beckley, they'll go this way with Kendrick Wilson, Caden Smallwood, Sherlock Padmore, that is Sean Cajo, and John Rowe. So both teams 4-0 as we start the first of 4 games here this afternoon and tonight at the Raleigh County Convention Center. This is the Pepsi division. The 2 and 4 o'clock matchups are the Pepsi division. The 6 and 8 o'clock matchups are the Burger King division. As we mentioned, Greater Beckley will be the home team on the scoreboard. They'll wear the white uniforms trimmed in black, while Elkins will be the visiting team wearing the black uniforms with orange numbers and white trimming. We're ready to go. Both teams undefeated as we're just moments away from getting the first of 4 games here this afternoon and tonight here at the Raleigh County Convention Center. Then 4 more games tomorrow as well. The 2 winners from the day games and the 2 runner-ups, and then same thing with the night action tomorrow. So we're moments away from getting the game started. And here is Elkins coming out of their huddle. And let's see who will be in the center circle. The leading scorer for Elkins is Corey Harper. He averages 21 a game. And in the center circle is going to be Tanner Miller, a 6'1 junior. And then maybe it will be Corey Harper. It'll be Harper, 6'3 junior. He'll jump, Eric, and it'll probably be either Kajob or Padmore that will jump for Greater Beckley.
Yeah, right now you got Greater Beckley looks to have the size advantage. So early on, Elkins looks like they're going to have to really try to control the boards, try to rebound with the Crusaders.
And what Eric just told you was the Beckley Auto Mall keys to the first half. Keys to the first half brought to you by Beckley Auto Mall. And we are ready to go. Greater Beckley going to the basket to my right. And in the center circle will be Sherlock Padmore, 6'7 junior, ball in the air. And it is controlled by Greater Beckley as they head up the floor with Wilson. So Wilson with the ball as Elkins will be back in a man-to-man. Ball comes here on the right side to Caden Smallwood. Smallwood averaging 17 a game. Smallwood now takes it to the opposite side of the floor. Hand the ball back over to Wilson. Wilson spot up, little 12-footer right of the lane, scores. Nice-looking shot.
Yeah, good ball movement against the man-to-man. Nice little short jumper by Wilson to start it out.
So Greater Beckley able to score on their first possession. They'll play man-to-man defensively. And back the other way, here's Elkins with it. Getting the ball here over on the near side is Sharif. Sharif with it. Gets the ball now between the circles to Harper. As I mentioned, as Harper throws it away, Harper is Elkins' leading scorer at 21 a game. And the first possession, Elkins turns it over.
And both teams seem to come out in man-to-man or getting after it right now. And that's going to be another key to this first half is controlling the turnovers if you're Elkins.
So here's Greater Beckley on the attack. Getting the ball there into the front court is Wilson. Now Kajoe way out high. They whip the pass on the far side to Smallwood. 15-footer from the left elbow. No good. Fight for the rebound, and Elkins comes out of there with it. So here are the Tigers on the attack. Pass the ball to Harper. Harper spots up. 3 ball on its way. It's short. Fight for the rebound. It's loose, and it's going to keep the possession for Elkins. And they find Harper open right of the lane for the easy layup.
Yeah, nice backdoor cut after the long rebound, and Elkins gets on the point on the board.
So back the other way is Greater Beckley going hard to the basket, into the lane. It's a turnover as that's Wilson turns it over, and back the other way comes Elkins with it. Here in the front court is Tanner Miller. Miller on the dribble, gets a ball screen. Miller attacks the rim, left of the lane, puts up the shot, no good, and coming out there with the rebound is Greater Beckley. Crusaders on the attack, bringing the ball up into the front court, Caden Smallwood. Smallwood way out high, sets the offense. Now Smallwood hands the ball over to Wilson. Wilson off the curl. Wilson gets a screen. Wilson puts it on the deck, tacks the rim, gets to the basket, lays it up and in, draws the foul. That was a nice play. He came off a high ball screen, able to get to the rim, Eric, and draw the foul as he gets the hoop and the harm.
And right now, here on the Little General Instant Replay, this was a nice, it looks like Elkins is switching all screens, and Wilson gets to the rim and gets the hoop and the harm.
So trying to polish off the three-point play will be the 5'11 junior, Kendrick Wilson. The free throw is no good, and coming out there with the rebound are the Tigers of Elkins. Elkins will push it up, get the ball over to Harper. Harper, they double team him, throw the ball back out now to Max Jackson. Around the horn, they go over the right side to Miller. Miller out high between the circles. Greater Beckley there playing man-to-man. Here's a pass over to Miller. Miller thought about the three, gets the ball to Harper. Harper, they cut him off at the right elbow, and they'll back the ball back out to Jackson.
And looks like early on Elkins is going to be patient offensively.
Nice drive to the basket, and there will be a turnover, as they'll say Jackson, he palmed it, and on the turnover it'll go over to Greater Beckley.
And Elkins once again turning the ball over, and that leads to extra offensive possessions for Greater Beckley.
So here's full court pressure for Elkins. Racing the ball up the floor is Wilson. Passes over to Rose on the left side. Rose launches a three. It's no good, and the rebound will go over to Elkins. Here's Harper with it as he races the ball up the floor here on the left side on the near side. Harper in between the circles, passes the ball over to Miller. Tanner Miller with it, trying to reset the offense for Elkins. Both teams unbeaten, 4-0. Shake and bake move, going to the rim. Nice play. You can see why that young man, Corey Harper, Eric, averages 21 a game. That was a real nice move getting to the rim for that layup.
Yeah, nice slash to the bucket and good extension on the layup to get up for two.
Back the other way, Rose misses the short layup. Here is Elkins running. They got numbers, and they throw it away. Rose with the interception. Here comes Greater Beckley. Rose with it. Races the ball up the floor. Whips a pass into the corner. Now they get the ball back out high over to Smallwood, and Smallwood will reset the offense. So we got a lot of action. We don't have a lot of scoring at this point, but both teams getting after it. Really, Eric, I think kind of filling each other out here in the first quarter.
I was going to chime in. That's just filling out time, but both teams are patient, on offense and running their sets.
Here's a little floater left of the lanes. Good. That's a nice arcing shot by Caden Smallwood. Smallwood, as I mentioned, came in averaging 17 a game, and he's able to hit that little floater left of the lane. So back the other way we are with Elkins. Miller with the ball. He gets a screen, head of the lane. Miller gets to the free throw line, thought about it. Now passes the ball back out to Watson. Watson will get the ball to Miller between the circles. Now here's Shreve going to the basket, puts up the left-handed shot, no good, and coming out there with the rebound is Greater Beckley, but they turn it over. Back the other way to Jackson. Jackson will go right of the lane, and he blows the layup. He shot it over the whole goal, Eric. Wow, you don't see that. He was so wide open, he shoots it over the entire goal.
Yeah, and I think right here he got caught in between wanting to maybe slam it or lay it in and just completely missed.
Well, I mean, you just don't see it. I mean, yeah, he didn't even get backboard. He shot it over the iron, the entire goal. But Elkins able to keep the possession. But wow, you can't afford to give away those easy baskets like that.
Yeah, and it was point blank range right there. Just probably a little nerves being so open.
As they double team Miller in the low post, he puts up the short shot, no good. Fight for the loose rebound, and Elkins will keep it.
Well,
good hustle.
Play early.
Here's a three ball. Good. The three ball dialed up by Shreve as he's able to knock down the three on the right side. And first lead of the game for Elkins. Here is Wilson with it off a screen. Now they get the ball inside. Ball goes to Padmore, and Padmore turns it over. Back the other way comes Elkins. They get the ball to Miller. Miller runs it down. Reverse layup is good, but they said he stepped out of bounds. It'll be a turnover.
I think they caught him for the double dribble here. And here on the Little General Instant Replay, let's go back to the last possession for Elkins as they knock down a three. I think it was rushed to Malachi Watson as he knocks it down from deep.
So here's Cajo, 6'5" senior, getting the ball in the front court over to Rose. Rose, a three ball in and out, no good. Padmore clears the rebound, and Rose takes it to the basket and has it swatted out of bounds. It'll stay with the Crusaders under their own basket.
Yeah, good open look for Rose there. He usually knocks that down. I remember doing a game Greater Beckley last year. He's a nice shooter.
So here's Greater Beckley will inbound under their own basket. The ball comes out to Rose. Rose looks, throws the ball into the corner. Ball goes over to Wilson, or beg your pardon, over to Smallwood. That's Kate Smallwood with it. Takes the ball way out high. Now takes the defender off the dribble and throws the ball really too hard to Padmore, and Greater Beckley lucky they didn't turn that over.
Yeah, that was extreme. Had a little heat on that pass right there for Greater Beckley.
So here's Wilson with it. Wilson will hand the ball to Rose. Rose now hands the ball back over to Smallwood. Smallwood trying to get the ball inside, and they turn it over. Elkins back the other way. They've got a 2-on-1 now, 2-on-none, and they should get an easy layup out of it, and they do.
Yeah, that time they had numbers. They got it out and ahead, a good, better, best for the layup.
So we got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them as you're watching live streaming coverage of exciting high school basketball. The Little General, actually, it's going to be a 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here. But, Eric, thus far, this Elkins, you can see why they are 4-0 as we watch the Little General instant replay.
Yeah, and here on the instant replay, they do a good job of just getting it out and getting it ahead, and the players keep their eyes up, and a nice, easy layup for Jaden Shreve as he scores his first two of the game. And right now, Elkins is starting out 4 of 9 from the field for 44% and 1 of 2 from three-point range. And that's even with your math, Maris, you can figure that out. That's 50%. So
yeah, even I can do that math.
Even you can do that math. So,
by the way, we want to thank our producer and director, Andrew Bolin, as always, doing another outstanding job, and the main man, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, on camera. We appreciate all of his work, and Andrew Bolin, they make you and I look, I'm going to say you smarter. They just make me look smart.
Yeah, they do. And
I'll
really
tell you
appreciate
what,
these guys. We're forming into a good team here.
That's a tall task to make me look smart. But anyway, here's Greater Beckley out of the timeout. Pass ahead to Rose. Get the ball inside. Here's a shot blocked from behind. That shot was put up by Padmore. He sticks right with it. Can't get it to go. Here's the third opportunity in the lane. No good again. And Rose, boy, Greater Beckley did a great job pounding the glass, and they shot it until they made it.
Yeah, and you can't, if you're Elkins, you can't afford to give up 3 and 4 looks to a good shooting team.
Nice take to the basket, a lay-in right of the lane is good by Shreve, the 5'11 senior. That was a nice dribble drive penetration for the hoop.
And that's 4 straight for Shreve as he's finding his little as Smallwood is fouled on the drive there, Maris. Yeah, Shreve is doing a good job for Elkins of getting it to the hole. And if Elkins wanted to stay in this game, they needed to find another scorer to complement their leading scorer, Harper.
Yeah, and as you mentioned, nice penetration drive on the right baseline by Caden Smallwood, and he will get to the line to shoot a pair, and the first free throw is good.
Yeah, this Caden Smallwood has a nice, just nice little simple stroke, just effortless at the free throw line.
So he'll shoot the back end of the two-shot opportunity. Smallwood set, ready, free throw on its way, looks good and is, so he makes them both. Greater Beckley 2 of 3 at the free throw line. Back the other way as Elkins on the attack. Good take to the basket, right of the lane, lay it up and in. Nice job by Jackson.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of scoring, from other players.
Here's Rose, a little kiss off the glass from left of the lane. That's a nice little soft shot. You don't see that, Eric, that one, the mid-range shot, and two, the little kiss off the glass.
Yeah, anytime the younger generation uses the backboards, I applaud it.
And there will be a foul on the drive, and it'll be a foul against Greater Beckley. So Elkins will inbound the ball on the baseline. And that's one thing, too. Eric, we've only had 3 fouls between the two teams.
Yeah, you just took the words right out of the mouth. They're letting them play, and both teams, just 3 fouls in the first quarter. A couple of games ago, we had 7 fouls in the first.
Zell Carmichael will check into the scheme of things for Greater Beckley. Greater Beckley gets a turnover, and then they throw the ball deep into the far corner, and Carmichael able to get it. Carmichael with the short shot in the lane and score. So Carmichael coming off the bench, making dividends, able to get his first hoop.
Yeah, comes right off to the bench and gets in the scoring column.
So here's Elkins on the attack. Working the ball around. Watson had it. Now they get the ball over on the right side to Miller. Miller puts it on the deck. He lost it. Picks it back up. Rose on him. Miller backs it into the corner. Now spins. Goes to the baseline. They double team him. Passes here on the near side. Have the ball in the corner. Pull the ball back out to Shreve. Now they get the ball into the lane. Here's a fall-away 15-footer. Good. Nice soft touch by Corey Harper.
Good-looking offensive player. He felt the presence of the defender, and he gets the block on the other end defensively.
Trying to get the ball to Carmichael. You're right. Nice defensive play. Here's a open three on its way. No good. Grazes the front of the rim by Max Jackson, but the rebound is kept alive, and Jackson will end up with it and draw the foul and get to the line. Really good hustle by the Tigers of Elkins.
We're going to go to the instant replay here on the last possession. As you see, Harper gets it, creates a little space with maybe some consider it a push-off, just good offensive skills to score to 2.
But I think it's a great no call, and I like the way these veteran officials have called this first quarter, as the first free throw by Jackson is no good.
Yeah, this is a state tournament crew calling the game, so.
And, Eric, I think as much basketball as you and I watch, we like it when you got to call a foul if it's a foul. So the next free throw is good. But I like them when they just play on and no call, especially when there's not really any major contact.
Yeah, that's correct, Maris. I hate to see a foul called on every play, every little touch foul.
Yeah, you don't want those ticky-tack fouls. As here's a nice drive down the lane and a bucket by Caden Smallwood. And that's how the first quarter will come to an end. Quite an exciting first quarter. At the end of one, we're all tied up 16 apiece. You're watching Battle for the Armory, presented by Little General, as we're streaming live here on Video Productions.
This one's for everyone who spends the amount of time it would take to watch a movie, agreeing on which movie to watch. You've compromised enough. Pepsi Zero Sugar.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
Sandwiches, better with Pepsi.
Welcome back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, We'll start the second quarter same way we started the game, tied. But that was an exciting first quarter, both teams scoring 16.
Yeah, and what was good about the quarter is both teams are going to have to figure out, the role players are going to play a role, so to speak, in who wins this game, because both leading scorers for both teams came out and they led them with 6 points each, and that would be Corey Harper with 6 for Elkins and Caden Smallwood with 6 for Greater Beckley.
So it'll be Elkins' possession to start the second quarter. And here's Elkins with it on the attack. Nice drive up under the basket. Reverse layups blocked. Nice job that time by Carmichael on the rejection. Here's a run out. Going hard to the basket. Left of the lane. The shot up. No good. That shot put up by Wilson. The Greater Beckley able to keep their own rebound. Strong move to the basket. And we've got a offensive foul. And I think that's a good call. Looked like Padmore just cleared out opportunity. Let's watch that on the replay.
Yeah, Padmore initiated the contact at the Elkins defender. Took the charge as we look at it here.
Well, back the other way comes Elkins with it. They work the ball around the horn. Ball comes over on the near side to Miller. They get the ball in the low post. New player into the game, McCauley into the game now for Elkins. McCauley, a 6'5 junior, as he's set up in the post that time. Ball comes over here on the near side to Harper. He'll launch a 3-ball straight away. It's in front of the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's loose. And Elkins, once again, does a good job hustling, but out of nowhere is Smallwood to get the steal. Smallwood shaking and baking into the lane, has the ball knocked from behind. It goes off of Smallwood and out of bounds. That's really good defense.
And that was the correct call. It was a great strip as Caden Smallwood attempted to shoot the layup, and he was the last to touch it. And Elkins, both teams are really doing the little things, going after the loose balls and getting back on defense. The things that make a difference in game-winning teams.
And each team has done it without fouling. Only 5 fouls called between the two teams. So that's the kind of basketball that we like. Is both teams we mentioned on top, undefeated 4-0. One trying to continue to be undefeated, and one's going to get their first loss. Here's an open look for a 3 straight away. Splash! A 3-ball, kaboom, from downtown by Tanner Miller.
And Tanner Miller, you leave anyone straight ahead wide open to shooting a 3. He drains it with ease.
Nice move, left the lane, just did everything but finish. That was a great take by Wilson, but the ball goes out of bounds and it'll stay with Greater Beckley. But what a great take by Wilson.
Yeah, here on the instant replay here. Great kick out, great filling the defender and just wide open. Nice shot, nice release.
Yeah, nice splash down. So here is Greater Beckley with it. On the attack is Wilson. Out high between the circles. Elkins playing man-to-man. The ball goes to the high post over to Cajo and try to give a give and go. They get the ball on the right side to Smallwood. He'll launch a 3, no good. And coming out there with the rebound is Tanner Miller. Pass goes ahead up to Harper. Harper into the lane, puts up the shot right of the lane and scores. A mini 5-0 run to start this second quarter for Elkins.
And Harper did a great job of using his body to keep the defender at bay as he shot the layup.
Here's Rose with it. Gets a ball screen, head of the lane. Now they go give and go, get the ball inside, attack the basket. No good. Once again, a good look by Padmore. He couldn't finish. And here's Elkins with it. Elkins in the front court.
Elkins has a chance to start this quarter with a 7-0 run, maybe 8-0.
Maybe 8.
And it is.
Kaboom! Another 3 from deep. And as you mentioned, Eric, just like that, an 8-0 run in the first minute and a half to start the second quarter. And there's a foul on the drive, which is a good call. That foul is going to go against Elkins Shreve, beg your pardon. And it'll be side out for Greater Beckley.
Okay, we got an instant replay here on this. You have to – this guy's a spot-up shooter. Tanner Miller makes it rain from deep.
Well, they gave him way too much space.
Too much space. That's kind of like leaving you open, the way you shoot.
Yeah. Some people think, wow. I think I'm going almost 60, Eric. I think I can still make that shot.
Yeah,
as long as they don't guard me, I think I'm good.
Yeah, with no one in the arena.
That's right. As long as you don't guard me, I'm good. All right, back the other way. Here comes a follow-away. That's a tough shot, and it's going to be short. Maybe not the shot Greater Beckley wanted, and Elkins able to get the ball. Long pass. A nice defensive play there for a minute, and back on the offensive rebound, no good, but Elkins, once again, able to keep the possession alive.
Yeah, these teams are really going at it. Great work on the boards by both teams.
Here's a 3-ball from the right side, no good.
That's a heat check there.
Yep, and that's going up, skying for that rebound is Padmore. Back the other way from the right side, and that's a much-needed basket by Smallwood.
Yeah, that's a little Band-Aid right here to start the second quarter.
That breaks an 8-0 run. And now Greater Beckley, really, this is the the end of the floor that they really need to be better at. As there's a wild shot put up, and coming out there with the rebound is Greater Beckley as they push the ball up the floor with Wilson. Wilson down the lane, tacks the rim, lays it up and scores. Nice job by Kendrick Wilson.
Yeah, and their two guards able to get back-to-back buckets to cut into this Elkins lead.
So we're halfway through the second quarter. And Elkins, that 8-0 run has been answered by a 4-0 run by Greater Beckley. Elkins working around the horn, trying to find somebody loose. Here's a three on the right side. It's short, but the rebound comes out to Padmore for Greater Beckley. Gets it to Rose. Rose up the floor on the right wing, puts it on the deck, tries to attack the rim. He backs it back out. They get the ball over to Wilson. Wilson attacks the rim, puts it up right of the lane, and scores.
And that was a good job of Wilson to catch it at the top of the key. Not settle for the three, which he had an open look, but penetrate and shoot the layup. Game
of runs. Elkins scored the first 8. Now Greater Beckley has answered with a 6-0 run of their own.
A much-needed 6-0 run.
Down the lane, the ball is turned over. Here comes Greater Beckley. They've got numbers. Rose running the break, throws the ball a little late, and Smallwood able to get it, but now Elkins able to get back defensively. Smallwood makes the way to the basket, and he'll be fouled on the drive.
Yeah, I think that was a lot of body contact there as Caden Smallwood drove to the bucket. We're going to hear on this little general instant replay here. We're going to see a lot of body. Yes, a lot of body, a lot of contact, definitely a foul.
So it'll be Greater Beckley's possession under their own basket, and it'll be Sean Cajo, 6'5 senior, checking back into the lineup. Smallwood will put it in play. Ball comes to Carmichael, open 16-footer right of the lane, scores. So after Elkins started the second quarter on an 8-0 run, Greater Beckley has answered it and had an 8-0 run of their own.
Yeah, to tie the ball game back up. 3
is no good from the right side by Max Jackson. And here's Greater Beckley with an opportunity to regain the lead.
And what had been a strength early on in the game for Elkins, they missed their last 3 takes from the three-point line.
As Rose able to knock the shot down and a 10-0 run, and Elkins has a 30-second timeout. But after Greater Beckley got down 8, they stormed back with a 10-0 run as Rose hit the short jump shot right of the lane to give Greater Beckley the lead again.
Yeah, and in this run, Elkins no field goals in the last 2 minutes and 50 seconds. You can't have dry spells like that if you want to stay in this game with Greater Beckley. And Greater Beckley did a great job to erase that deficit and get back in the game and actually take the lead.
Yeah, that's what you like to see, because if you're Greater Beckley, after Elkins went on an 8-0 run, you're like, well, heck, if they can do it, we can too. Plus, we'll spot you an extra basket by, when I say spot, by being able to get an extra basket by taking or retaking the lead, I should say.
And right now, both of these teams are shooting pretty even from the field. Greater Beckley's 12 of 27, and surprisingly, and this is where you think if you're Greater Beckley, you may have the edge. You're 12 of 27 from the field, and I know they have some knockdown three-point shooters, and they're 0 of 3 from the three-point land.
I think you were saying they've yet to make a three ball.
Yet to make a 3, so and that's not, that game trend is not going to continue there.
So out of the timeout, Greater Beckley is going to extend the pressure, go full court as Elkins will inbound. And as we mentioned, that Elkins started the second quarter with a 8-0 run, and Greater Beckley's answered it with a 10-0 run. Back the other way, here comes Elkins trying to break that 10-0 run for Greater Beckley. Here is Max Jackson with it. Picked up his dribble. Now give the ball to Harper. 3 ball straight away. Back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound. And it's loose, and Greater Beckley has it. So here comes Greater Beckley up the floor, and there's a turnover.
Yeah, a little high dribble. That's going to be on Avery Woodson, who just came into the game. The 5'7" freshman commits the turnover. A much-needed turnover for Elkins, because right now they're reeling. It's been a 10-0 run over for Greater Beckley over the last 2 minutes and 15.
6'4" junior Michael Judy is also checked into the Crusader lineup. As here's Elkins with it. The ball on the right side of the floor. Now in between the circles is Jackson. He comes off a screen. Now they leave him open. He thought about the 3. He had an open look and decided not to take it. Here's a nice drive into the lane, tacking the rim, little short shot with the right hand, no good. Long rebound comes out to Greater Beckley. They got numbers. Here's a pass ahead of the field. The layup is missed, but Rose tips it back up and no good. Rose gets his own rebound. The ball goes off of Rose's leg and out of bounds. And Greater Beckley, I think, Eric, had a golden opportunity is Avery Woodson. He couldn't get it to go.
Yeah, missed and also missed the putback. You know, one thing, looking at the Rose kid, he does a good job for his size on the glass.
So Elkins will have the ball. So get the ball up the floor. It'll be Miller. Miller, they may set a high screen there at the head of the lane. They do. Now the ball comes over here to Harper. Harper, way out high, three-point country. Good defense by Smallwood. Smallwood is all over him. Pushing the ball further out, further away from the basket, making Elkins restart their offense. Here's a drive down the lane, 10-footer, back iron, no good. Battle for the rebound, and there's Judy clearing the boards for Greater Beckley. Here's a pass into the right corner. Open three on its way, no good. Judy with the offensive putback, and it's a 12-0 Greater Beckley run at this point.
Yeah, and the drought continues for Elkins right now. They need another splash from outside or something quick inside. This is they have not scored a field goal in the last 4 minutes and 19 seconds.
Yeah, they missed their last 9 field goal attempts, and I credit the good defense by Greater Beckley.
Yeah, every shot's been challenged. No easy layups, no easy drives.
Here's Miller with it. And here's a backdoor cut. Let the lane count. If it goes, it goes. That was a nice pass. McCauley able to catch it. As you mentioned, Eric, just what the doctor ordered is that will break the run.
Yeah, here on the instant replay, you have a nice patient offense. They throw it to the wing, up cock, nice backdoor cut, and a finish. And let's see if he can cap off this three-point play.
Yeah, McCauley, as you mentioned, Eric, with that backdoor cut, as the free throw was good, so he does polish off the three-point play. But, yeah, that's like back in my day. You don't see a lot of that give-and-go backdoor, and that was a nice play by McCauley. So back the other way. Back the other way comes Greater Beckley with it. They have the ball high. Let's see if they'll play for the final shot of the half as we're right at 30 seconds remaining in it. And here's Smallwood with it, and I think that's probably what they'll do, Eric.
Yeah, and having a 1-point lead right now, it'll be good to either go up 1, 3, or 4.
Well, at least you know that, you'd have the lead going into the locker room, and we're coming down to 15 seconds for the half.
Now, I think this is very smart. Smart coaching here.
Trying to clear them out and see if they can get Smallwood one-on-one to the rim. Now they get the ball over to Woodson. Smallwood makes his move, gets into the lane, puts up the shot, and we've got a jump ball. But Greater Beckley will keep the possession with 4.5. Still plenty of time to get a good shot.
Yeah, now will it be side out? I think it will be underneath. They'll probably get something.
Putting the big guys back in the game.
Something towards the rim, maybe.
Yeah, they're putting Padmore back in the game.
You have plenty of times to get it in and get a quality shot off. But
you can even make a pass, one pass before you get your shot.
Yeah, most definitely. But going to put in a little size for them.
So let's see what they do.
That's wide open.
A deep three on its way, in and out, no good, and that's how the half will end. That's how the half will end. So at the end of the first half, it's been a very exciting first half between two undefeated teams. Your score at the break is Greater Beckley 28, Elkins 27. We'll come back, we'll recap as you are watching live streaming coverage of the Battle for the Armory here in the Pepsi division, streaming live on video production.
Welcome to Allstate. You already paid for car insurance. Why not take your home along for the ride? Allstate. Here, better protection costs a whole lot less. You're in good hands with Allstate. Call a local agent or 1-800-ALLSTATE for a quote today.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your adventure.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The heavy hitter, Elkins, is on camera, and producing and directing is Andrew Boland. Well, it was Greater Beckley as they closed the half on a 12-0 run, and they take a 1-point lead, 28-27. It was tied at the end of the first quarter at 16 apiece. Then Elkins went on an 8-0 run to start the second quarter. Then Greater Beckley went on a 12-0 run, and at the break, as I mentioned, a 1-point advantage, 28-27. We're going to take our halftime break. When we come back, Eric will give you team and individual totals as you're watching live streaming coverage of Battle from the Armory being sponsored by Little General Stores, streaming here on video production.
More important to you when buying windows, siding, and doors?
Is it energy savings, cost, quality, warranty, or perhaps color options? low maintenance, service, or financing options.
Or all of the above, when the world offers it all.
We listen to your needs and go above and beyond your expectations. Schedule your free, no obligation, in-home estimate by calling Window World of Beckley today.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
As a former college football player, I realized that sports-related injuries can happen real fast. Hello, I'm Dr. Gross. If your child or grandchild is dealing with sports-related injuries, or maybe you're dealing with something that just won't go away, call me today and I can help you get back on the playing field. To better serve you, see us at one of our 3 locations in Beckley, Whipple, and Sophia at the numbers listed below. So take care of yourself. You deserve.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center. Dave Barksdale Court with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. At the break, a 1-point advantage for Greater Beckley in this Battle of the Armory and Battle of Undefeated Teams, a 28-27 lead. And for the numbers of the first half, here's Eric.
Thank you, Maris. Both teams, they shot fairly even across the board. Greater Beckley finished 13 for 33 from the floor. That's almost 40%, 39% from the field. They were, this is the thing you have to feel good about if you're Greater Beckley. You're up 1. You didn't shoot as well from the three-point line, which you kind of hang your hat on. They're 0 for 5 from three-point range, and they had 8 turnovers in the half. The Elkins Tigers, on the other hand, they were 11 for 30 from the field, and 3 of 11 from three-point line, and only had 5 turnovers, but your game trends were right. The leading scorers came to play. Caden Smallwood, Greater Beckley's leading scorer, has 10 at the half, and Elkins' leading scorer is Corey Harper. He has 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 steals, so he's really filling up the stat sheet in that aspect. But the thing that both teams cooled off late in the game, your game trends, Greater Beckley closed out the half with a 12-1 run to take the lead. Both teams, though, were Greater Beckley 1 of 6 from the field in the last 4 minutes, and Elkins is 1 of 10.
And even though that was the case, Eric, you and I both said during the commercial break that we felt the game definitely well officiated. We got a veteran crew, and I thought the game was well played, and the flow of the game was very, very good and a very competitive game.
Yeah, very competitive. Both teams played even. They played great defense and great offense. Ran sets. The difference in the game, and we'll get to this with our keys to the second half, so I'll save that. But I think from the bench.
Yeah, hold that thought, and we'll talk about that on the other side of the break, and we'll take one right now as you're watching live streaming coverage of Battle for the Armory here on Video Productions.
My name is Hank, and I'm coming clean. Everyone I know thinks I know something about plumbing. Oh, I look the part. I talk the talk. I have all the tools, snake, pipe wrenches, torches, but I can't fix anything. I can't even flush a toilet. What they don't know is I've been calling Modley's Plumbing and Heating. They're fully licensed and insured. I just simply call 304-253-HELP, and here they come down the road to fix the problem. It just feels so good to get rid of the guilt.
Hi, I'm Michaela, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is that first sip when you taste the peppermint chip pieces. It's like catching snowflakes on your tongue, and it just feels like the holiday season has begun.
Hey, my name is Chandler, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A Peppermint Chip Milkshake is the little pieces of the peppermint that you get. It tastes like it's just the top of the line peppermint. For me, no milkshake is topping the Peppermint Chip Milkshake.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment Champion Mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bank.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court here in Beckley, as this nice event with 4 games today, 4 games tomorrow here this afternoon and tonight. The battle for the Armory. This is the Pepsi division at the break, 28-27. 1-point lead in the battle of undefeateds between Greater Beckley and Elkins. And Eric, you have the Beckley Auto Mall keys to the second half. Beckley Auto Mall, go to see the fine folks there, and they'll get you the keys to the vehicle that best will fit your budget. So your keys to the second half.
Yeah, for the Greater Beckley Crusaders, Maris, I just think they're in a good position to win this game if they can get their shooters to knock down those 3, the open looks. Look for Rose, Smallwood, and Wilson to really heat it up from outside, just to make the open looks. And if on the flip side for Elkins, they just need to continue to get it to Corey Harper. He's doing a good job offensively, and then the role players really just make their shots when given the opportunity.
At this time, I want to give a shout-out to Giovanni's Pizza. Mamma mia! They fed us pretty well every Independence game, whether it's football or basketball. They have 2 locations. They're in Glen Daniel, so if you're making your way to a Liberty game, mamma mia, delicious. Giovanni's Pizza, and also Leicester Square in Sophia. Also, Eric, the West Virginia Mountaineers played Minnesota in the bowl game tonight. Doesn't kick off till 10:15, and you can hear that live action on J104.5. and the Mountaineer Sports Network. And also the West Virginia Mountaineer basketball team, Eric, real quickly, they'll get into their Big 12 schedule starting on Saturdays. That's a big challenge on the road at Texas.
Yeah, a big challenge. They finished like they wanted to the first half of the season, 11-1. But once you get into Big 12 play, so to speak, you're not going to, no disrespect to Youngstown State and those teams, but Big 12 play, night in and night out, you're in for a dogfight.
And, of course, all the West Virginia Mountaineer basketball games also can be heard on J104.5. They're home of the West Virginia Mountaineers. Well, Eric, we're ready to start the second half. A 1-point advantage, 28-27, and, with 16-16 at the end of the quarter, 1-point advantage. And I think the second half, I don't think the team's going to be able to pull away. I think it's going to be tight, the rest of the way.
And that's a great assessment from you, Maris, because it proved to be that way in the second period as both teams went on runs to take the lead, and the other team fought back. So whoever plays, with the least amount of turnovers in this half will probably win.
Yeah, and I think maybe, too, whoever plays best defensively. Now Greater Beckley's changed up their defense, going zone here, as Greater Beckley had a 12-0 run in that half. Elkins had an 8-0 run, and Elkins will have first opportunity to see if they can regain the lead with the first possession of the second half as they look over that zone.
They threw a little wrench in it. Nice open look, though.
3 over the zone, in and out, no good. That 3 was a deep 3, was no good by Harper, and back the other way comes Smallwood, attacking the rim, lay it up and in. Caden Smallwood, coast to coast.
Right on cue, Caden Smallwood's attacking. Corey Harper probably won't miss that many open looks right there. He had to take that to try to get them out of the zone.
So Greater Beckley's going to play that 2-3 zone, ball screen head of the lane. And here's Elkins working their way around the zone, around the perimeter, trying to get the ball inside. They do, nothing cooking there. They throw the ball back out, and around the horn once again they go over to Jackson. Jackson will now get the ball to Miller. And here's a deep 3 on the right side. Good. That's how you get him out of the zone. The 3 ball by Shreve is good. Back the other way. Short shot by Rose. Left of the lane, no good. Greater Beckley gets the offensive rebound with Padmore. They throw the ball back out to reset the offense. Here's Wilson with it. Ball screen, gets into the lane, tacks the rim, goes up, puts the shot up, no good. He had a good look. He couldn't finish. And back the other way comes Elkins. Here's a pass, head of the lane, left side, lay it up and in. And Elkins regains the lead as Mac Jackson finishes with the lay-in.
Yeah, Elkins does a good job of getting the ball out of off the backboard, getting it out, and shooting an easy 2 on the other end.
So here's Greater Beckley with it. The lead has gone back and forth with both of these teams. Like I said, it's been a very competitive game. Here's Greater Beckley with it. On the right side, Wilson now gets into the lane, throws the ball to Smallwood into the left corner for the lead. 3 ball, splash. 3 ball.
And that is the first make for Greater Beckley. John Rose splashes it down, but
that was Smallwood.
Was that Smallwood?
Yeah, Smallwood made the shot. Rose made the pass, and back on the other end's a 3 ball by Miller.
Both teams making it rain right now from the three-point line.
Back the other way, into the lane. The two-pointer is good by Wilson.
And the pace of this game has really picked up here in this third quarter.
Once again, Greater Beckley staying in that zone. They played man-to-man the entire first half. They started the second half in that 2-3 zone. Here's an open look for three on the left side. Got it! And it's starting to rain threes. Shreve rains a three from the left corner. So here's Elkins now applying the full court pressure. Get the ball to Rose. 3-on-2. Ball goes on the right side. Three ball to answer him back, and it does, and it is raining three. Get your umbrella out.
Yeah, both teams looking to change the trend of bad three-point shooting in the first half as Greater Beckley gets the ball knocked away. Let's look here on the instant replay. Good. Another assist for Rose as he finds Caden on the wing, and he splashes it down.
Yep, dialing up the three ball. So very competitive game from two undefeated teams. Rose makes a nice steal. Here's Greater Beckley. After Rose gets the steal, he gets it back, runs the floor, attacks the basket, puts up the shot, and scores off the glass. What a nice play that was by John Rose.
John Rose making his defense turn into offense as Elkins gets it out quickly to tie the ball game back.
Watson able to finish right of the lane for Elkins. Very competitive game as we expected from two undefeated teams.
A little token pressure here from Elkins.
And here, Greater Beckley going hard to the basket. There's a travel, and they'll call that travel on Kajo.
Okay, we're going to go to the little general instant replay here on the Rose drive as he avoids the defender, gets a little contact.
That was a tough shot.
That was a tough shot.
A very difficult shot. And here's Elkins with the possession, trying to regain the lead, which has been a very entertaining game. Glad you're with us here on video production. Here's Elkins with it. You get the ball to Harper. Harper with a beautiful pass right of the lane, going back doors. Watson to get it back-to-back hoops.
That's a great little pass. They kind of lulled him asleep, and that little Princeton action from a little backdoor cut.
Padmore goes to the basket, laid in with the right hand. Back and forth we go. The pace, as you mentioned, Eric, has definitely picked up in this third quarter. Here's a three ball straight away. Watson, it's short. Battle for the rebound. It's loose. And coming out of there with it is Wilson for Greater Beckley. Over to Smallwood. He'll launch a three in front of us. On its way. Splash! Three ball! And after neither team could hit a three in the first half, they're raining threes in the second half.
Yeah, it's really heating up in the convention center here.
Here's a pass, and there's a lot of contact. No whistle into the lane. Ball stripped. Ball's loose, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's going to go over to Greater Beckley.
Okay, we want to look at the instant replay here. Another three from Smallwood. Good look, open look, and knocks it down.
Right down the chute. So here is Greater Beckley with it. Elkins still with the full court pressure, trying to trap here at midcourt. Get the ball to Rose. Open three, left corner on its way. Got it! Rose able to splash down from the left corner. Here's a steal, and Greater Beckley Rose, after hits the three, gets the steal and draws the foul.
Game trends here, Maris. Both teams are shooting really well from the three-point line. As we look at the little general instant replay here, Rose splashes down another three. They're 4 for 4 from the three-point line. Greater Beckley is in the start the second half.
We've got a timeout on the floor. We'll take it with them. You're watching live streaming coverage of Battle for the Armory here on Video Productions.
They're 3 for 5.
Beckley Auto Mall, West Virginia's largest GMC Buick dealer, is a proud sponsor of West Virginia high school athletics and our area student athletes. Beckley Auto Mall, with 3 locations for your convenience: 3934 Robert C. Byrd Drive in Beckley, 199 Rogers Street, Princeton, and 368 Seneca Trail in Fairleigh. Plus, you can shop 24/7 at BeckleyAutomall.com. Beckley Auto Mall and West Virginia student athletes, a winning combination. GMC, we are professional grade.
You have a goal. You know what you want. Start with us. New River Community and Technical College, your community college. Take classes online or in a classroom in Beaver, Lewisburg, Summersville, or Princeton, or step outside the classroom in one of our technical or health programs. Find flexible and affordable options to help you reach your goal. It's closer than you think when you start with us. New River Community and Technical College. Apply today.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court. And Greater Beckley has opened up a 6-point advantage, and Eric, over the last 2 minutes on a 13-4 run are the Crusaders.
Yeah, and they came out really, really hot. They're shooting 8 of 10 from 2 and from the field and 4-4 from three-point line. Greater Beckley. Both teams are shooting really hot to start the second half. Elkins is shooting 75% from the field total, and they're still down 6.
And Elkins' biggest lead was 8 in the first half. This is Greater Beckley's biggest lead, and Rose at the line as he will shoot 2 as he hit a 3, and then he's able to get a steal and draw the foul before that timeout.
Well, this next possession, Maris, offensively for Elkins, they're in, I think, with 3:14, to go in this first second half. Or third quarter, I should say.
Yeah, third quarter. Yeah.
This danger zone.
So Rose's first free throw is no good. So Greater Beckley are 2 of 4 at the line in this game, and Rose will shoot the back end of the 2-shot opportunity. Set, ready. Free throw on its way. Looks good in the so he makes 1 of 2. And this is the largest lead of the game for Greater Beckley at 7 right here.
As Greater Beckley comes out into some full court pressure now.
So I think one of the things that was a difference changer, Eric, I think this third quarter when Greater Beckley went zone. Now they're out of the zone going back to man-to-man.
Yeah, they did a little zone, I guess, to entice Elkins into shooting a little more from the outside.
So here is Elkins with it, Harper with it. And I think really Greater Beckley, the defense intensity is what's got them this lead here in this third quarter.
Well, coach has done a real good job of switching defenses.
There's a nice drive, but a tough shot, but an offensive rebound and a putback. And I'll tell you, the young man Watson has had a good quarter as he's able to score on the rebound.
Yeah, that's Malachi Watson's 9th point of the contest.
So here's Greater Beckley on the attack. There's a screen. Going around the screens, Wilson into the lane, over to Smallwood. He puts it on the deck, tacks the rim, right of the lane, laid in with the left hand. Yeah. What a nice play.
And that's Caden Smallwood's 23rd point of the game.
Yep. He came in averaging 17. Here's a pass into the left corner. Here's Watson dialing up a 3. It's going to be short, and clearing the rebound will be Cajo for Greater Beckley.
The thing you have to like about Caden Smallwood's game, he has 23 points, but he doesn't force anything. He lets everything offensively flow through the team.
And Wilson with the ball. They get the ball down low on the right block. Trying to back his man in is Cajo. Gets to the lane, gets to the rim, laid up and in. That was a nice post move. Largest lead of the game is right here for Greater Beckley. Perhaps a danger zone for Elkins here finishing out this quarter. Here's a drive to the basket. Count it if it goes, and it goes on a nice scoop shot by Max Jackson.
Yeah, nice scoop and a
much-needed bucket for Elkins.
And Sean Cajo is going to be whistled for the foul.
So it'll be Jackson at the line trying to polish off a three-point play. As checking into the game will be Avery Woodson will check in. And here comes the free throw by Jackson. And the free throw on its way, and it's good. So he does polish off the three-point play.
Yeah, much needed 3 points right there by Elkins. Right now they need to get a stop here defensively to try to stay in this game.
Here's Wilson with it. And, Eric, I think this is a really lethal 1-2 combination in the backcourt between Wilson and Smallwood.
Yeah, they do a good job. And Rose, he just seems to really do everything for him. Rebound, steals. That's a little long.
Yep, 15-footer on the right elbow, no good. That shot put up by Smallwood. Rose seems like he's the guy that he's like the final piece of the puzzle. He does whatever you need him to do.
Yeah. He's a Swiss Army knife for the team.
So back the other way, here comes Elkins. They get the ball into the corner over to Harper. Harper with a pass into the lane, or shot into the lane, rather. It's no good. And here comes Smallwood racing down the floor. Smallwood gets a pass to Rose, right of the lane, puts up the short shot and scores.
Right on cue. Way to run the floor is Rose. Great assist from Smallwood as they extend the lead.
Yeah, if you run the floor, you will be rewarded, as Rose was that time with the finish right of the lane. Here's Elkins with the ball. The ball's poked free, but picked up by Harper. Harper loose control of it. Here's Greater Beckley with a run out. Ball's ahead of the pack to Wilson. He'll go in, put up a shot, and score. Biggest lead of the game right here for Greater Beckley. Back the other way, a turnover. Last shot time for the third quarter, and it's stolen back. And a layup, a much-needed bucket as Harper able to finish. Final shot time here in the third quarter. Just ahead of the buzzer, a three, no good, and that's how the third quarter will end. Your score at the end of three, Greater Beckley 57, Elkins 49. You're watching live streaming coverage of high school basketball, the Battle for the Armory, here on Video Productions.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Dad, what is a backflow prevention device?
Well, it's a device that's used to protect water supplies from contamination or pollution in homes or businesses.
Is that why you were talking to that man?
Well, he was a certified plumber from Modley's Plumbing and Heating. Modley's is fully licensed and insured in testing, installation, and service of backflow prevention devices. I just call 304-253-HELP, and they'll take care of it the right way.
I thought it was something for the car, so Mom wouldn't hit the house again when she was back.
We're headed to the fourth quarter of this first of 4 games here this afternoon. Tonight, here at the Raleigh County Convention Center, Dave Barksdale Court, and along with Eric Thomas, I'm Maris Lowry. And Eric, we've had a very good first game, and through 3 quarters, Greater Beckley with an 8-point advantage in this battle of undefeated teams.
And it was an amazing quarter for Greater Beckley. They had 29 points. They shot 12 of 16 from the field. That's 75%. And they only missed from 3 was the last second shot to end the quarter. They were 4 for 5 from the 3-point line.
And I think what ignited that good offense was their play on the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, defense really turned into offense, and it was good job by Coach Arvon to really switch up defenses.
So here's Greater Beckley, the first possession, a beautiful pick and roll, and they missed the layup. They had a beautiful play set, and Carmichael couldn't finish as he made a nice cut to the basket and missed the shot.
And what's wild is that'll be Carmichael's first miss from the field, and it was point-blank range.
So it'll be Elkins' ball. Greater Beckley will show full court pressure. This will be Elkins' first possession of the fourth quarter. And here comes Elkins with it. Into the front court they come. Shreve down the lane, puts up the shot, left hand, no good. Battle for the rebound, and coming out there with it is the Greater Beckley Crusaders. And with the ball is Woodson. Woodson now gets the ball over to Smallwood. Smallwood will now set the offense. Pick up his dribble, get the ball to Carmichael. Carmichael posts up, spins, gets into the lane, puts up a short shot, scores. That was a nice move, about a 10-footer right of the lane.
Yeah, good-looking offensive move with a little spin and elevate it to make the 2.
So I think this is a danger point for Elkins, as the lead is double digits now for Greater Beckley. As we're into the fourth quarter, minute gone by. And here's Elkins on the attack with Miller. Miller out high. They give him a ball screen, turns the corner, gets into the lane, fall away, 12-footer, scores. Nice play by Miller.
Good-looking offensive set right there for Elkins. Much-needed bucket, but this is where they need to get it done on the defensive end.
That's right, and here's a nice take to the basket, right of the lane, and a nice finish by Sherlock Padmore, the 6'7 junior.
And Padmore is really doing a lot of work here in the second half. He's the game's leading rebounder with 10.
That play for Sherlock was elementary, my dear. Here's a steal and a foul. How you like me putting a little Sherlock Holmes into that?
You like Sherlock. That? Speaking of Sherlock, let's watch him on this little General Instant replay. He gets the ball at the head of the key, says, I got this, and takes it to the hole.
That's what I'm saying. Elementary, my dear. 10-point advantage for Greater Beckley, as they will have possession of the ball to inbound on the far side. And putting the ball in play will be Padmore. And he'll get the ball into the backcourt with a pass to Woodson. Back to Padmore between the circles. They get the ball here on the left side. That's Rose. Rose in, backs it back out. Want to make sure you get a good shot. This got to be a good possession for Greater Beckley. And into the lane. A little short shot, left the lane good. That's nice offense by Wilson. Able to create his own offense, Eric, by getting his own shot off the dribble.
Yeah, Kendrick Wilson gets his 12th point of the game. He's shooting 6 of 12 from the field. Really, like you said, these guards for Greater Beckley, they are really, really good.
They're very good. Great combination, those two guards for the Crusaders. Spinning into the lane, Elkins, and he turned it over. Good defense.
I thought he was going to get away with that, but a little spin and a little slide. But these veteran refs are all over it. Good call, and a turnover by
Elkins. And Michael Judy will check back into the lineup, and we'll have a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. As during the timeout, well, Eric, a little preview to our next game that will tip at approximately 4 o'clock. It'll be Princeton from Class 4A against Wyoming East from Class AA.
Yeah, and when you get Wyoming East, you know what you're going to get from Coach Derek Brooks and Herbie Brooks. That I love doing the games with that team because they play hard. They play just so hard for their coaches. And Princeton's also, they're well coached, and it will be a really good contest.
Well, Eric, do you think I know Herbie's getting old. He just had a birthday, but I think even Herbie in his mid-50s, I think he might be good for a couple of minutes. If you got a couple of minutes per quarter, I think that still would be good for Wyoming East, right?
Yeah, you could run a few screens for him, and he would pick it up. I don't know if he could guard anybody now, though.
Well, you know what? As good as he is on offense, he don't have to play defense.
That's correct.
All right, back the other way out of the timeout. Greater Beckley has it. And here's Judy with it, being pressured. Now we'll get the ball over to Woodson. Here's a shot from 3 in the left corner, no good. That shot put up by Wilson. And back the other way, here comes Elkins. Biggest lead of the game right here at 12 for Greater Beckley. And really, I think, Eric, if you're Elkins, I think they really got to start making a run here in the next couple of minutes.
Yeah, it's go time now. They've been really patient, and that's the way to do it.
There's a nice defensive play. They're going to call goaltending. I couldn't tell. We'll see.
Let's try to get this on the instant replay here. It was a nice cut, and as Harper cuts on the curl here, as he catches it, let's see. No, that's a clean block all the way.
Well, the ones that count, gives it a field goal to count the bucket. And that trims the lead to 10, and Greater Beckley now has the ball knocked out of bounds and will keep the possession.
Well, right. Elkins is saying they didn't touch the ball there, so
yep,
a little pressure here.
But the ones that count say they did.
But they were given a gift there on the goaltending.
Yeah.
So let's see what they can do with it here defensively.
But like I said, coming down the stretch here, you're down double digits. You really got to start to make your move.
And the thing with Greater Beckley, though, they have such good guard play. This is the spot you want to be in with 5 minutes to go in great guard play. You can handle the pressure and get into your offense.
Yeah, and there's a foul that they don't call, and they're going to call just possession will stay with Greater Beckley. But there was a lot of contact there.
A lot of contact, but you know what I like to see, though? Both teams are showing great sportsmanship.
Yeah.
Has a lot of contact, and Elkins helped the Greater Beckley player up.
And the one thing I liked about this game, we have not had a lot of fouls. Elkins has only taken 3 foul shots. Greater Beckley only 5. Each team's only committed 2 fouls each here in the second half. As here is a pass inside to Rose. Turnaround 15-footer. Needs a roll. Doesn't get it. And that's an easy play to call. That's over the back. A foul on Greater Beckley.
Yeah, I think they're going to be whistled on Azelle Carmichael there with the over the back. And Greater Beckley's going to show some pressure. And I think this is smart. Don't give up anything easy here with the lead. With the 10-point lead. Make them work for everything.
Yeah, and that's only their 3rd team foul. And you can be aggressive, like going for that rebound, or as you said, extend the pressure because you've only committed 3 team fouls.
Well, and the way the refs are letting them play, right on cue there. A lot of contact.
A lot of contact. They fight for the loose ball, and it's going to end up being a short shot. But Elkins had it, lost it, and back we go. Little bit of everything, like a hot potato. Nobody can really get a hold of the basketball, and now Greater Beckley has it. And they will call a timeout and try to settle things down. So timeout on the floor. Let's see if this will be a full timeout. I don't think it is a 30-second timeout, but I think this is a good timeout for Greater Beckley. You have the ball. You're up 10. You're coming down the stretch, the final 4:37 of regulation, and that was kind of back and forth, like I said, like a hot potato. You want to slow things down and now be able to put the ball away. And as you mentioned, Eric, when you have the guard play that Greater Beckley has, this is how you can hang on to that lead and finish the game.
And I'm sure that's what Coach Arvon's telling his troops right now. Look, we have the ball, 4:37 to go in the game. Here's a scenario. They need to foul just to get us into the bonus. So just run your offense. Maybe if you can get it, probably don't shoot it unless you get a nice open look at 3 the way they've been shooting a 3-ball in the second half, or a backdoor cut for a layup.
Yeah, and like I said, only 3 fouls by Greater Beckley, 2 on Elkins, and only 5 trips to the free throw line this afternoon for Greater Beckley, and they've made 3 of them. So out of the timeout, Judy will put the ball in play in front of the Greater Beckley bench. Judy will get the ball in to Smallwood. Cade Smallwood will take the ball out high. And let's see if Greater Beckley, they're going to spread them out, maybe run a little clock here.
And that's right on cue. That's exactly what I would do. And And if they play a little too tight, you have lanes to drive to the bucket and maybe shoot a layup.
And that's a good thing because Rose, Smallwood, and Wilson handle the ball. They are slashers to the basket. And speaking of that, right on cue, right down the lane, even though the shot didn't go, but they were able to get the offensive rebound with Judy over to Rose. Rose attacks the basket. Now Carmichael has his shot blocked from behind. It'll stay with Greater Beckley.
And they got 3 good quality looks there, and Elkins did a good job of recovering to block the shot of Carmichael, and Greater Beckley would take it out underneath.
Malachi Watson will check back into the Elkins lineup. He has played well for them this afternoon.
Yeah, he's done a great job for the Elkins Tigers.
So here's Greater Beckley with it, trying to get the ball inside. They can't find anybody inside, so they throw it back out to Kendrick Wilson, and he'll bring the ball back out high, and they'll spread the floor. Wilson penetrates down the lane, attacks the basket, and draws the foul. Good, smart play. It'll be 2 shots for Wilson.
And Wilson did a good job of attacking the rim and getting to the free throw line, and let's look for him to cash in here.
And, Eric, I think you would agree. I think for most of the teams that Greater Beckley play, when you're looking, as we talked about their guards in Wilson and Smallwood, I think they're good enough and definitely quick enough to take almost any defender off the dribble like they did that time as the free throw was good and get to the rim.
And confidence. And they're strong guards. They are quality guards. They get to the rim. They'll be a tough match for anyone, tough matchup.
So, and of course, free throws always important, but very important when you get inside of 4 minutes, which we are now. And both free throws are made by Wilson, and this extends the lead now to 12. This equals the largest lead of the game for Greater Beckley. And here's Elkins with it. As you know, I think that was good strategy. Greater Beckley making Elkins use a little time to get the ball into the front court. So they get the ball down low. Nice post move. Here's a double team. Little short shot left of the lane is good. As Harper able to knock it down.
Yeah, that was Corey Harper's 14th point of the game, and they've really held him in check in the second half, Greater Beckley, with their defensive play.
Yeah, Harper came in averaging 21, and like I said, right now he's 7 under his average as Elkins thought they had the turnover, but it'll stay with Greater Beckley. They'll inbound right there in front of their bench.
Yeah, and it's been a great team effort, you know, being aware of where Harper is, forcing them into some tough shots.
So here's Greater Beckley. Once again, they'll spread him out. Once again, attacking the rim, and they're going to call traveling.
That was a travel.
It was. I thought he caught the ball in his hip a little bit.
Yeah, he did. He got in between, I don't know if he's going to shoot it, but where he was going to go with the ball and turned it over.
So Elkins down 10. They still got plenty of time in this game. They can make a run as they break the pressure. They get the ball into the front court. The pass down right of the lane, a little short shot, good. And a foul as a new player into the game, Andy Shiflett, gets the hoop and the harm. And if you're Greater Beckley, that's the last thing you wanted to do, to give up a layup and commit a foul.
Yeah, let's check this out on the instant replay. Elkins gets it out, and he finds Shiflett. Shiflett gets it off real quick and has a chance to get in and polish off a three-point play.
Yeah, this will be only the 4th free throw that Elkins has taken in the game there. 2 of 3, and Shiflett just inserted in the lineup will try to polish off a 3-point play. So Shiflett at the line. He's ready. Free throw on its way. Looks good and is. So Elkins will extend the pressure as the ball comes in to Smallwood. Smallwood being double teamed. Now gets the ball over to Woodson. Woodson with the pass into the front court. They pass down to Rose low. Rose, nice head fake, lay it up and in. Nice play and nice execution by Greater Beckley.
A good awareness by Padmore as he picks up an assist to go along with his 8 points and 10 rebounds.
So back the other way, here comes Miller with it for Elkins. You know, if you're Elkins, you know, you want to be quick. You don't want to rush, but you definitely want to be quick because you got some making up to do. And here's a 3-ball straight away. Harper, that's going to be short. I think Greater Beckley did a good job. Pushed him out a little further than what he wanted to be when he shot that. And here's running the break. Rose left of the lane, finishes with the layup.
And John Rose, that's 16 points. As I said, he's a stat filler.
And he's had a solid game on both ends of the floor. Open 3 from the left side is short. That was put up by Jackson. Battle for the rebound. Rose comes out of there with it. Long pass ahead of the field to Woodson. Catches it, shoots and scores right of the lane. Biggest lead of the game. We're right here for Greater Beckley. As Elkins will take a full timeout. We'll take it with them. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Battle for the Armory here on Video Productions.
The earth beneath my feet is turning like a wheel and beating like a drum.
first set of wheels didn't come with complications, or strings, or hassles. It can be that way again. Tire Pros. Hassle-free, guaranteed.
At Pioneer Community Bank, your banking needs are our priority. Looking to buy a home, a vehicle, or just need a personal loan for that special project? Our loan professionals are here for you. We also offer all business banking products, which allows us to serve all your financial needs. Set up your online banking at pioneercommunitybank.com and download the mobile app for your convenience and ask about our personal and business products today. Pioneer Community Bank, investing in Southern West Virginia since 1931. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. Andrew Bolin doing another outstanding job producing and directing. And the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Elkins, on camera. This is the first of 4 games here this afternoon, this evening, and tonight. The following game at 4 o'clock will be a game, Eric, that I'm really intrigued by. Princeton and Wyoming East. That should be a good game. And this has been a good game. Greater Beckley has just pulled away here in the last little bit as they have their largest lead of the game, this 13-point advantage.
Yeah, and I think all the games left on the docket here at the Battle of the Armory are going to be great contests.
Yeah, tonight we got the defending AAA champion Shady against Cabell Midland. And then the nightcap will be Huntington St. Joe taking on the Flying Eagles of Beckley. All right, coming down to the final 2 minutes of this one. Here's Elkins with it out of the break. Harper puts it on the deck, tacks the rim. Scoop shot, count if it goes, and he draws the foul. That's a nice offensive play by Corey Harper, the 6'3 junior.
And that's one thing you want to do as we check out the instant replay here. He does not want to settle for this jumper. You need to get points on the board, and if you can, as he does, shoot a free throw, tack it on so if you can get this make, you can get into your full court pressure.
So the free throw on its way is good. He does complete the three-point play. And cuts the lead now to 10. Here's a pass ahead of the field to Rose. Catch, shoot, and score left of the lane.
John Rose does a great job of running the floor, and that's his 20th point of the game, as Caden Smallwood and Rose are both in the 20-point area.
This is a very good Greater Beckley team, and they're going to be a hard out in Class Single A. Here's a 16-footer, no good by Elkins, and on a runner, put back by Tanner Miller is good. But they're going to have to think probably about fouling, as they can't let Greater Beckley go the length of the floor as they did that time. And then the putback is good by Wilson. Yeah, can't just exchange baskets. You got to score and then foul or do something. Is back the other way, right of the lane. Harper to lay it up and in.
And Greater Beckley does a good job of getting out of the way right there. Avery Woodson didn't commit the foul.
The big fella going coast to coast. Sherlock Padmore, how about that, with the finish with the left hand.
And Sherlock, with that finish, puts 4 of the 5 starters for Greater Beckley in double figures.
Rose comes out of there with the missed shot. Greater Beckley pretty much can salt this one away with possession under a minute and leading by 12. This has been a good workmanlike effort, total team effort for Greater Beckley. Shot no good. They fight for the rebound. Bounced up once, twice. Elkins will come out of there with it. It's a steal, and he's out of bounds. He is out of bounds. But Greater Beckley's going to win this battle of the undefeateds. And Greater Beckley's going to continue to be unbeaten. As I mentioned, they'll be 5-0. Elkins will drop their first game. But Elkins is still a very good basketball team.
A very good team. Look for them to make some noise later on in the year. But Greater Beckley coming in right on cue, averaging 79 points a contest, and they're at 77.
Yep, and they should get 79 right here as there's uncontested layup left of the lane is good by Smallwood. You're right on cue there, partner. 79 points.
25th point of the game for Caden Smallwood.
Here's a three the other way by Shiflett, an air ball. And here's back the other way, another layup. And what was really a close game, this score is going to be really deceiving. The game was much closer than this 81-65 advantage will be. That shot will count if it goes, and it does, as Harper hits it to make the final score, 81-68. Greater Beckley gets the win. They remain undefeated. They will go 5-0 as Elkins will fall to 4-1. We'll take our first post-game break. We'll come back. We'll recap as you're watching live streaming coverage of the Battle for the Armory. This is the Pepsi division here on Video Productions.
If you're looking to sell your vehicle, Auto Buyers of West Virginia is your solution. We buy all cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs and have a simple and safe way to sell your vehicle. We'll give you a free appraisal on your vehicle and make you an offer to buy it on the spot. Whether you're still making payments or have a clear title, we'll turn your car into cash today at Auto Buyers of West Virginia. So come see us at Cranberry Creek Shopping Center off Eisenhower Drive in Beckley. Auto Buyers of West Virginia, the simple, safe, and secure way to sell your vehicle.
Massey Power Sports is your one-stop off-road and tractor destination. We have an awesome selection of side-by-sides, ATVs, dirt bikes, tractors, and kid machines. Our machines come loaded with features the other brands don't have and will save you thousands of dollars versus the competition. Massey Power Sports offers the best prices, the best service, and the best warranties. Our locations in Beckley and Cross Lanes are here to serve you. Online at MasseyPowersports.com. Massey Power Sports. We power your work and your advantage.
We welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center here in Beckley with Eric Thomas. I'm Maris Lowry. The final score of the first game was Greater Beckley, a 13-point winner, beating Elkins 81-68. And the game was much closer than the final score indicated, Eric, and it was tied 16-16 at the end of the first quarter. Greater Beckley led 28-27 at the break. And then in that third quarter is where Greater Beckley pulled away. They led 57-49, and then Greater Beckley pulled away to win the game 81-68. It was a very exciting and entertaining game.
Yeah, well played. Elkins shouldn't hang their head. They ran out of gas a little bit, and the balance of Greater Beckley really, took control of the game as they had four guys in double figures.
So we're going to take a break. When we come back, we'll give you the final numbers of this victory for Greater Beckley as you're watching live streaming coverage of exciting high school basketball here at the Battle from the Armory, being presented by Little General Stores, streaming live on video production.
City National Bank, where you can purchase or refinance your home with the no down payment champion mortgage. No down payment, no private mortgage insurance, no kidding. Visit your local branch to get started today. City National Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. To learn more, log on to mortgage.bankatcity.com.
Modley's Plumbing and Heating of Beckley, West Virginia is now hiring journeyman or master plumbers. You must have a West Virginia plumbing license and a valid driver's license. All interested parties may apply at Modley's Plumbing and Heating at 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Or interested applicants can call 304-253-HELP. Once again, you may apply in person at Modley's Plumbing and Heating, 101 First Street, Beckley, West Virginia. Modley's Plumbing and Heating is an equal opportunity employer.
Unlock the money already in your home at City National Bank. Consolidate loans or fund your next big project with a home equity line of credit with a great low intro rate. Visit your local branch to get started. City National Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender. Learn more at homeequity.bankatcity.com.
And we welcome you back to the Raleigh County Convention Center in Beckley. I'm Maris Lowry along with Eric Thomas, and the first of 4 games is in the books as we have this Battle of the Armory presented by Little General Stores in the PEPSI division. The first game, Eric, game just gone final, and Greater Beckley remains undefeated. They go to 5-0, defeating Elkins by the score of 81-68. Elkins drops their first loss, and Elkins will go to 4-1. And you have team and individual totals.
Yeah, Maris, this game was just a well-played game by both teams. Greater Beckley was able to pull away for the victory with great shooting in the second half. They finished 36 of 68 from the field. That's 53%. And Elkins shot fairly well as well. They were 28 of 59. But the difference in the game was our keys to the second half. Greater Beckley was able to knock down 4 of 11 three-point shots. And they were 4 of 5 in the second half. So they really – and they knocked down their free throws late. They were 5 of 7 for the free throw line and only turned the ball over 11 times. They were led in scoring by Caden Smallwood, who had 25. John Rose had 20. And Kendrick Wilson was just outside of 20 points. He finished with 18. And the big guy, Padmore, really, he almost had a triple-double. He had 10 points and 11 rebounds. Played really well.
Yeah, solid win. Good total team effort for Greater Beckley this afternoon.
Good team effort. And, of course, for Elkins, their leading scorer, he did really well. Corey Harper, he finished the game just 1 point over his average with 22 points. But the biggest difference is his role players. Tanner Miller chipped in with 13 and Jaden Shreve with 10. It was just not enough offensive power to overtake the Crusaders.
Those numbers being brought to you by Giovanni's Pizza, Mamma Mia, with 2 delicious locations. I say 2 delicious locations because 2 great locations with delicious food, I guess I should say. Glen Daniel and also at Leicester Square in Sofia. Also brought to you by Red Roof Inn, located in Canal City. Anytime you're making your way to the capital city, just go to redroof.com for reservations. Once again, the final score is Greater Beckley. They defeat Elkins 81-68. Greater Beckley's 5-0. Elkins is 4-1. Our next game will air at 3:45 and tip at 4. It'll be Wyoming East taking on Princeton. So we'll put a wrap on this one. So for our crew, the heavy hitter, Mr. Nick Eskins, the cameraman, and another outstanding job producing and directing, Andrew Boland. And for my main partner, Eric Thomas, I'm Marisal, repeating the final score, 81-68 the final. Greater Beckley beats Elkins. Till we talk to you at 3:45. We'll be back then for exciting streaming coverage of the Battle for the Armory here on Video Productions.
Yeah, they did. They beat Riverside.
Okay. If you'll check on that.
Yeah.
Double check.
When we give it, we'll have a copy of that?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's
I'll do that for you, okay.
And if you'll check.
And get their starters.
Yeah, and can you do what? Can you do
Tate left. I didn't do them both. No, he left.
You do both?
Yeah.
Just double check everything for me.
Okay.
The rosters for the next game?
Eric,
get ready to go.
He's going to go do.
Hey.
We on it.
Well, I wasn't sure if you had a sheet like that.
I didn't. I just printed it all. No, I didn't. And that's one thing these schools really should update. I mean, with all the technology today, none of these schools update. Some of them got last year's roster, last year's schedule. They should update it. They should update it weekly. For Dave?
100%. That's why I don't bother with the SSAC roster. Because 9 times out of 10, they're wrong.
Right, but none of these schools that you would think
and not close.